Very good morning to all of you. In today's lecture on the topic organic synthesis via enolates. Friends, in my previous lecture we have studied organometallic compounds. Now today we are going to study the topic organic synthesis via enolates. Now in this topic the points to be covered are introduction and acidity of alpha hydrogen, synthesis of ethyl acetoacetate by Claisen condensation reaction with mechanism, ketoenol tautomerism of ethyl acetoacetate, and synthetic applications of ethyl acetoacetate. So here we have to study 5 synthetic applications of ethyl acetoacetate. Now let us see introductory part of this topic. The hydrogen atoms attached to the carbon atoms adjacent to carbonyl group are acidic in nature because they have tendency to release as protons. And the acidic nature of alpha hydrogens means the hydrogens which are joined or connected to the carbon atoms adjacent to carbonyl group. So such the acidic nature of alpha hydrogens leads to the formation of enolates or anions. And these enolates are used as nucleophiles in SN2 reactions in order to synthesize number of organic compounds. Here SN2, here 2 stands for bimolecular and SN is nothing but nucleophilic substitution. So it is a one step reaction which is known as bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now see here the process of formation of enolates or acidity of alpha hydrogens. The electronegativity difference between the carbon and hydrogen, it is very small, and therefore the carbon hydrogen bond is normally non-polar. This carbon hydrogen bond is non-polar because the electronegativity difference between the carbon and hydrogen is very small, and that's why this CH bond is non-polar. But when the carbonyl group, which is a strong electron withdrawing group, and when it is near to this carbon hydrogen bond, then this bond is polarizes the electron pair of carbon and hydrogen bond, and that results in the removal of proton by base. So this proton, that is nothing but the alpha hydrogens, they are removed by a base. Now another important point is that the anion produced after removal of the proton gets stabilized by resonance and delocalization of negative charge, and this resonance stabilized anion is called enolate anion. Now let us see here, this is the carbonyl group which is electron withdrawing group, and this CH bond, it is non-polar, but due to this electron withdrawing group, these shared electrons are pulled towards this carbon, therefore this carbon pulls this carbon hydrogen electrons towards this carbon, and that's why this proton that can be easily removed by this base, and that is given out as Hb. and the residual part, it is called enolate anion, and it is resonance stabilized by these two structures, structure 1 and 2. So in this first structure, if these pi electrons are shifted towards this carbonyl oxygen, then a double bond is formed between these two carbon atoms, and we have this second structure where there is a carbon-carbon double bond and this oxygen carries negative charge. So there are two resonating structures for this enolate ion. Now this enolate ion abstract proton, or after protonation, this proton gets attached to this negatively charged oxygen and forms this enol. Here is the OH group and this is the enol. So the acidity of carbonyl group increases markedly, means considerably, when it contains hydrogen alpha to two carbonyl groups. It means when the alpha hydrogens are placed between two carbonyl groups, then the acidity of carbonyl group increases. In such a case, the enolate ion is stabilized by a greater number of resonating structures by these two carbonyl groups. So it is shown with the help of an example of acetonyl acetone. Now let us see this example of acetonyl acetone. So this is the structure of acetonyl acetone, where this alpha carbon, which has two hydrogens, so these are the alpha hydrogens, and it is placed between the two carbonyl groups. This is one and this is the one. So between these two carbonyl groups, this is the alpha hydrogen, and therefore it is more acidic. Now this alpha hydrogen is taken up by this base, that is the sodium ethoxide is here base. So this ethoxide ion that abstract the proton, that is the alpha hydrogen from this carbon, and that is given out as ethyl alcohol molecule, and residual part of this acetonyl acetone after removal of alpha hydrogen is this enolate ion, which this carbon carries negative charge after removal of proton. Now this enolate ion is resonance stabilized. So here, when these pi electrons of carbonyl groups are slightly shifted towards this carbonyl oxygen, then there is a double bond formation occurs between these two carbon atoms. So we have this structure, and this oxygen carries negative charge. So this is the second structure of this enolate ion. And second possibility is when these pi electrons are shifted towards the carbonyl oxygen, then a double bond is formed between these two carbon atoms, and we have this third structure. So this enolate ion is resonance stabilized by these three structures. So it is the most stable one. Now the acidity of compound increases when it contains two carbonyl groups located as above. Enolates obtained from dicarbonyl compounds like malonic ester, acetoacetic ester play an important role in organic synthesis, and these enolate anions precipitate as nucleophile in a large number of SN2 reactions having importance in synthesis. Now let us see the synthesis of ethyl acetoacetate, which is an example of beta keto ester. So here we have to consider Claisen condensation reaction to synthesis ethyl acetoacetate. So generally esters having alpha hydrogen on treatment with strong base like this sodium ethoxide undergo self condensation to form beta keto ester, and this reaction is known as Claisen condensation reaction. Now in this, consider the general example. these are the two molecules of ester, and when they are allowed to react with this strong base like sodium ethoxide, then they undergoes self condensation, as this ester contains alpha hydrogens, and forms this beta keto ester. So beta keto ester means with respect to this carboxyl group, this is the alpha carbon and this is the beta position, means to this beta position there is a keto group, so it is known as beta keto ester. Now consider the specific example, that is synthesis of ethyl acetoacetate. So to prepare ethyl acetoacetate, the ethyl acetate is treated with strong base like sodium ethoxide, then the ethyl acetate undergoes self condensation and forms this ethyl acetoacetate. See the reaction. So two molecules of ethyl acetate reacts with this sodium ethoxide and forms ethyl acetoacetate, that is an example of beta keto ester. Now let us see the mechanism. Now this mechanism involves the formation of an anion, which is the first step, or the formation of a nucleophile. So here the alpha hydrogen of this ethyl acetate, that is taken up by this base. So this is the alpha hydrogen that is taken up by this base, that is the ethoxide ion, and that is given out as ethyl alcohol molecule, while these pi electrons are shifted towards this oxygen, and we have this residual part. This carbon carries negative charge, and this residual part, it is nothing but this ester anion, and this ester anion is resonance stabilized with this second structure. So it is the resonance stabilized carbanion, or it is known as the ester anion. So here when these pi electrons are shifted towards this carbon, then there is formation of double bond between this carbon and oxygen. So we have this structure, and there is negative charge on this carbon. So this is resonance stabilized carbanion or ester anion. Now second step is the attack of anion, or it is also known as formation of oxonium ion. Now here this ester anion from this end, that is from this negatively charged group, that gets attached to this electron deficient carbon of second molecule of ethyl acetate when these pi electrons are shifted towards this oxygen, and we have this oxonium ion. So this is the structure of oxonium ion. Now last step, that is the third step, it is known as formation of product, or it is the elimination of ethoxide ion. So this oxonium ion, it is unstable, and it attains stability by the loss of this ethoxide ion. So this ethoxide that takes both the shared electrons, so that this carbon acquires positive charge, and as a result there is formation of double bond occurs between this carbon and oxygen, and this ethoxide ion is given out as a byproduct, and we have this structure, that is ethyl acetoacetate. So here are the two carbonyl groups, and this is the structure of ethyl acetoacetate. Now commercially acetoacetic ester is prepared by dimerization of ketene in acetone solution, followed by treatment with alcohol. Now this is the structure of ketene, and when it is allowed to react with acetone or treated with acetone, then these two molecules of ketene undergoes dimerization, initially forms this cyclic structure, and it on treatment with alcohol, it undergoes a rearrangement and forms this acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate. Now let us see the next point, ketoenol tautomerism of ethyl acetoacetate. Now what is tautomerism? The definition of tautomerism is it is an isomerism in which two forms of compound exist in simultaneously as an equilibrium mixture, and this is called tautomerism. Or there is alternative definition for tautomerism, that is when two structural isomers are mutually interconvertible and exist in dynamic equilibrium, they are called tautomers, and the phenomenon is known as tautomerism. So these are the two definitions for the tautomerism. And in this tautomerism, the keto group changes to enol form, or keto form is changes into enol form by migration of proton to carbonyl oxygen. You see here this proton, that is the alpha hydrogen, that migrates towards the carbonyl oxygen and it gets converted into this enol form, and there is formation of double bond between these two carbon atoms. So this is the enol form, and then a pair of electrons shifts from the CH bond to the carbon-carbon bond, means the electron pair from this carbon hydrogen bond that shifts to this carbon-carbon bond, and that forms this carbon-carbon double bond. So this is the keto-enol tautomerism of ethyl acetoacetate. Now here are some reactions that supports to the keto form, means the conformation of keto form in this molecule, that is supported by some reactions. First reaction is the ethyl acetoacetate forms bisulfite with sodium hydrogen sulfite. So this reaction supports the presence of keto group. Second reaction is the formation of cyanohydrine with hydrogen cyanide, that also supports the presence of keto form in ethyl acetoacetate. Third reaction is the formation of oxime with hydroxylamine, that also supports the presence of ethyl acid keto group in ethyl acetoacetate. Now next reaction that supports the presence of keto group in ethyl acetoacetate is the formation of phenylhydrazone with phenylhydrazine. And last reaction that supports the presence of this group is the reduction with sodium amalgam or by this lithium aluminum hydride in pyridine, that forms this beta hydroxybutyric ester that contains the secondary alcoholic group. So this test confirms the keto group in ethyl acetoacetate. So this is the reduction reaction is shown here. This keto group, it is reduced to this secondary alcohol, and it is the beta hydroxybutyric ester. Now the reactions supporting enol form. First reaction is the formation of or liberation of hydrogen gas when ethyl acetoacetate is allowed to react with sodium metal, that confirms the presence of OH group in the molecule of ethyl acetoacetate. Second reaction is the formation of acetyl derivative with acetyl chloride, that also supports the presence of OH group in the ethyl acetoacetate. Third reaction is the decolorization of brown color of alcoholic bromine solution of, say here, ethyl acetoacetate, that indicates the presence of alkene group, means carbon-carbon double bond in its molecule. Next reaction that supports the presence of this C double bond COH group in ethyl acetoacetate is the formation of reddish violet coloration with ferric chloride. It means ethyl acetoacetate forms reddish violet coloration with ferric chloride, and this reaction is a characteristic of phenolic OH group, and it indicates the presence of this C double bond C OH unit or structural unit, which is present in phenol. This is the enol form and this one is the enol form, this C double bond C OH unit which is present in phenol. So these are the reactions supporting the enol form of ethyl acetoacetate. Now let us see synthetic applications of ethyl acetoacetate. First is acid hydrolysis. When acetoacetic ester or its alkyl derivative is hydrolyzed in the presence of concentrated alkali and acidified with dilute hydrochloric acid, then it gives acetic acid. So this is the reaction. So when this ethyl acetoacetate is allowed to react with this sodium hydroxide, so the addition of this sodium hydroxide molecule is like this one, NaO and H. This NaOH that forms the first molecule, that is the CS3 C double bond ONA, this one, and this H and this CS2, that is the CS3, that C double bond O and this ONA, this is the second molecule. In total 2 molecules of sodium acetate are formed, and this C2H5OH as a byproduct ethyl alcohol, and this sodium acetate on treatment with dilute HCl that forms these 2 molecules of acetic acid and this sodium chloride as a byproduct. Now ketonic hydrolysis. Acetoacetic ester or its alkyl derivative on hydrolysis with dilute aqueous alkali or dilute acid forms corresponding acids, and these acids undergoes decarboxylation, means loses carbon dioxide molecule on heating and forms ketones, and therefore this process is known as ketonic hydrolysis. Now see this reaction, this is the structure of ethyl acetoacetate. When it is treated with dilute aqueous sodium hydroxide, then there is loss of this ethyl alcohol molecule occurs, and that forms the sodium salt of this ethyl acetoacetate, which is known as sodium acetoacetate, and this sodium acetoacetate on treatment with this acid that forms this acetoacetic acid, and this acetoacetic acid, so this is the acetoacetic acid, and this acetoacetic acid on heating undergoes decarboxylation, means loses water molecule and loses carbon dioxide molecule and forms this acetone. Now see here synthesis of alkyl ethyl acetoacetate by alkylation. So this is the alkylation of ethyl acetoacetate to form alkyl ethyl acetoacetate. So ethyl acetoacetate, that is the acetoacetic ester, can be converted into mono and dialkyl derivatives by 2 steps. First step is the formation of enolate. So in this step ethyl acetoacetate is treated with sodium ethoxide, that is strong base, then it loses a proton, that is alpha proton, and forms the enolate. Let us see the reaction. So this acetoacetic ester, or it is the ethyl acetoacetate. When allowed to react with this sodium ethoxide, then one proton from this alpha carbon, that is the alpha hydrogen, that is taken up by this ethoxide ion and forms this ethyl alcohol, and this sodium gets attached to this residual part, that is the enolate anion, and this forms this salt. Actually the negative charge is present on this carbon, which is shown on the here head of square bracket. So this is the sodium salt of this acetoacetic ester. And second step is the alkylation of this enolate with alkyl halide by SN2 reaction. So in this step the enolate is a strong nucleophile, so it displaces halide ion from alkyl halide to form monoalkyl derivative by SN2 mechanism. So this is the step here, enolate ion, this is the enolate ion, and this enolate ion displaces this halide ion from this alkyl halide, and this alkyl group that gets attached to this carbon, and it forms the monoalkyl derivative of this ethyl acetoacetate, which is known as monoalkyl acetoacetic ester. So this monoalkyl acetoacetic ester, or the monoalkyl derivative, still remains one acidic hydrogen which can react with sodium ethoxide to form corresponding enolate, and this enolate will then react with another molecule of alkyl halide and to form dialkyl acetoacetic ester, like this. So here this is one more hydrogen which can be replaceable, or acidic proton that can be replaceable. So this proton is taken up by this strong base sodium ethoxide and form this ethyl alcohol, and it is the sodium salt of this monoalkyl acetoacetic ester, and this is nothing but the enolate ion. This negative charge is present on the head of this carbon, and this enolate then reacts with the second or next molecule of alkyl halide, here R dash, that may be similar to R or that may be different one. So this halogen that is replaced by this enolate ion from this alkyl halide, and this R dash or alkyl group that is gets attached to this carbon, and we have this dialkyl acetoacetic ester and sodium halide as a byproduct. Now consider here the synthesis of 2-butanone. It is methyl ketones. Now here the monoalkyl acetoacetic ester is allowed to react with dilute aqueous sodium hydroxide, so that it forms the monoalkyl acetoacetic acid, and this monoalkyl acetoacetic acid undergoes decarboxylation, means loses carbon dioxide molecule and form the methyl ketone. So this methyl is common one, and this alkyl group, that is nothing but this methyl ketone here. This methyl is compulsory in this ketone. So we have to prepare 2-butanone. So here R, that should be CS3. So we have to take methyl derivative of acetoacetic ester, and that on ketonic hydrolysis, that form this 2-butanones. So see this reaction. So is in the place of this R we have taken CS3. So this is the methyl derivative of this acetoacetic ester. So methyl acetoacetic ester on treatment with dilute aqueous NaOH, that loses this ethyl alcohol as a side product and this methyl acetoacetic acid as a main product, and this methyl acetoacetic acid undergoes decarboxylation, means loses carbon dioxide molecule and forms 2-butanone. Now here synthesis of acetyl-acetone, or that is an example of diketone. So in general, acyl derivative of acetoacetic ester on ketonic hydrolysis forms diketones. For example, consider acetyl-acetone that may be prepared as shown in this reaction. This is the acetoacetic ester. It is allowed to react with the sodium ethoxide, so that this base OC2H5 or ethoxide ion that abstracts the proton from this carbon, and it is given out as ethyl alcohol molecule, and this residual part, that is the enolate ion, and it is the sodium salt of this acetoacetic ester. Now this, on treatment with this acetyl chloride, that is CH3COCl, this acetyl group that gets attached to this negatively charged carbon, while this sodium and this chlorine, it is given out as sodium chloride. So we have this product, which is the acetyl acetoacetic ester, means the acetyl derivative of acetoacetic ester, and this on treatment with dilute sodium hydroxide, it loses ethyl alcohol molecule and forms this acetyl acetoacetic acid. So here is the COH group, and it undergoes decarboxylation, means it loses this COO as CO2 molecule, that is carbon dioxide, and we have this acetyl acetone, which is a diketone. Next one is synthesis of propanoic acid. So to prepare propanoic acid, in general, acid hydrolysis of monoalkyl derivative of acetoacetic ester produces monoalkyl acetic acid, that is propanoic acid. This is the specific example. And acid hydrolysis of dialkyl derivatives of acetoacetic ester produces dialkyl acetic acid. For example, here diethyl acetic acid. Means to prepare monoalkyl acetic acids, we have to select this one as a starting reagent, and to prepare dialkyl acetic acid, that is R2CaCOH, we have to select this last one, that is CH3CO Cr2CO C2H5 as a starting reagent or material. Now let us see the preparation of propanoic acid. To prepare propanoic acid, this acetoacetic ester is treated with this sodium ethoxide. So this sodium ethoxide, that is a strong base, it abstracts the proton from this alpha carbon, that is this alpha hydrogen is removed by this base as a C2H5OH, and it forms this salt, that is the sodium salt of this acetoacetic ester, which is the enolate. And this enolate on treatment with methyl bromide, that is alkyl halide. So this bromide, that is Br, and this sodium ion, that forms the sodium bromide, and this CH3 that gets attached to this negatively charged carbon, and it forms the methyl acetoacetic ester, or it is the methyl derivative of acetoacetic ester. And this methyl derivative on treatment with concentrated treatment with sodium hydroxide concentrated, that undergoes decomposition and gives acetic acid and ethyl alcohol as byproducts, and this propanoic acid as a main product. So here the propanoic acid is obtained. Similarly, to prepare diethyl acetic acid, this acetoacetic ester is first of all treated with sodium ethoxide, and that forms the sodium salt of this acetoacetic ester with the loss of this ethyl alcohol molecule, and this on alkylation means on treatment with this ethyl bromide, that forms this ethyl acetoacetic ester, means this C2H5 group is attached to this negatively charged carbon, and we have this ethyl acetoacetic ester and side product as sodium bromide. Now again there is one proton which can be removed by the base. So this ethyl acetoacetic ester is treated with next or second molecule of this strong base sodium ethoxide, so that this alpha hydrogen that is removed by this base and forms this ethyl alcohol as side product, and we have this enolate ion, where both these are replaced by both this alpha hydrogens are replaced by this ethyl group, which is alkyl. This is the dialkyl derivative of this acetoacetic ester, particularly it is diethyl acetoacetic ester. So this enolate on treatment with this ethyl bromide, it forms this diethyl acetoacetic ester, and finally this diethyl derivative on treatment with concentrated sodium hydroxide undergoes decomposition and forms this diethyl acetic acid as a product, and side products are acetic acid and ethyl alcohol. Now here last synthesis is here synthesis of succinic acid or synthesis of dicarboxylic acid. Sodium salt of acetoacetic ester, when allowed to react with halogen derivative of an ester followed by acid hydrolysis, then it produces or gives dicarboxylic acid. For example, consider here acetoacetic ester. This is the ethyl acetoacetate. First of all, allowed to react with sodium ethoxide, that forms this ethyl alcohol as side product, means this C2H5O that abstract the alpha hydrogen from this carbon and given out as ethyl alcohol, and this carbon acquires the negative charge. So it is the enolate or it is the sodium salt of this acetoacetic ester, and this enolate is then allowed to react with this halogen derivative of an ester. So it is chloroethyl acetate or chloro derivative of ethyl acetate. Then it gives sodium chloride as side product, and main product is this one. This is the main product, CH3CO CH, then here CH2 COO, then C2H5, and here CO C2H5. This is the main product, and it on treatment with this concentrated this sodium hydroxide that undergoes hydrolysis, means the addition of these three molecules of water occurs in this manner. Here HOH, here HOH, and this HOH. So this CH3COOH is given out as a acetic acid molecule, and this C2H5OH, this second C2H5OH, we have these two molecules of ethyl alcohol, and our main product is this, that is CH2COO and this H, and here CH and this H, CH2 and COOH. It is nothing but this succinic acid, or it is an example of dicarboxylic acid. Thank you for watching this complete video. Stay home and stay safe. Our next video that will be on aromatic carboxylic and sulfonic acids. So thank you once again.